It is a long-standing tradition that each graduating class chooses a favorite faculty member to make some remarks at these proceedings. The class of 2022 has selected Professor Deseriee Kennedy. Professor Kennedy received her BA from Lehigh University, her JD from Harvard Law School, and LLM from Temple University School of Law. She has been a member of the Touro Law Center faculty since 2007, teaching civil procedure, family law, domestic violence, and health law, as well as race in the law. Prior to joining Touro, she was a member of the faculty at the University of Tennessee College of Law for 12 years. She is the co-author of a seminal treatise on New York domestic violence law. Her scholarship has been published in the Georgetown Journal of Legal Ethics, Arizona State Law Journal, Missouri Law Review, the Southern California Review of Law and Women's Studies, the Journal of Race, Gender, and Class, among other journals. In addition, she has chapters in the book Incarcerated Mothers, Oppression Resistance, published by Dieter Press, and Stepping Forward, Black Women in Africa and the Americas. Please welcome Professor Deseriee Kennedy.
Thank you, Dean Langen, for that very warm welcome. And congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. I am so excited, honored, and humbled to have the opportunity to stand here as class professor and congratulate you, your family, your friends, and teachers who supported you through your journey. When I thought about what I might say to you today, I thought about all you've been through over the last 3 years and what it took to get here, to the top of your mountain. We began this journey on a rocky slope. Not only did you have to deal with the ordinary fears and pressures of law school, reading and understanding Pennoyer v. Neff, and Erie versus Tompkin Railway, but you had to do so in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, you guys did it all. You had classes and meetings in all the formats, in person, online, hybrid, and we all became instant techies. We were using Zoom and Canvas. We were DMing and Instagramming, FaceTiming, Snapchatting. Some of us were TikToking. We experienced the solitude of quarantine. We created bubbles, and we learned how to elbow bump. With heavy hearts, we faced the loss of friends, relatives, and luminaries. Collectively, we watched stunning images of an insurrection. We grieved the loss of life from mass shootings and police brutality, climate change, and witnessed the proliferation of race-based hate, both here and abroad. In other words, we braved treacherous passes, but we planted our stakes and we continued the climb. It would have been easy to have become demoralized by the overwhelming series of global events, but through it all, you found a way to stay together, to build community, to support each other, and stay focused on your studies through the lows and the highs. You remain engaged and active by hosting events, raising our collective consciousness about important issues, and remained committed to service and supporting community and public interest organizations. You were creative in finding ways to make new and keep old connections to ensure that our community of teachers and learners, scholars and activists Clinicians and social workers stayed strong. You made signs, you raised your voices, you signed petitions, you marched and are still marching and raising your voices in the movement for Black lives, Me Too, trans rights, to stop Asian hate, against police brutality, and for choice. For as Elie Wiesel, famously stated, there may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. In the midst of tragedy and a cultural awakening, we also celebrated the importance of diversity, particularly in the legal profession, and we witnessed remarkable milestones, like Kamala Harris being sworn in as the 49th U.S. Vice President on January 20th, 2021. And becoming the first woman, the first Black American, and the first Asian American to occupy the office. And after 232 years and 115 prior appointments, we witnessed the first appointment of a Black woman to the Supreme Court. Where Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson will join the first Latina justice, Sonia Sotomayor, and marking the first time 4 women will serve on the court at the same time. And of course, we are honored to be in the presence of Letitia James, the first woman of color to hold statewide office in New York, and the first woman to be elected Attorney General. So when I considered the strength and courage, the perseverance and grit, and the fearlessness and grace each of you showed during these uncertain times, I wondered, what could I say that you have not already learned, and what words of wisdom could add to the wisdom you've gained through living? And I thought about the importance of putting away fear, tackling great tasks, and building a community while doing so. And I was reminded of the Full Circle Everest team. The Full Circle Everest team was the first all-Black team to climb Mount Everest, and they successfully did so only about a week ago. And I am reminded of the many mountains we still have to climb together. That there are still very many firsts to achieve. That achievement means working as a team, supporting each other, and lifting as we climb. That making a difference means living a life of service, and that achieving great things often means building coalitions and bridges with others, like the Black climbers who worked with Sherpa guides to reach the peak. And I am reminded of the importance of having a base camp, a safe place where you can collect yourself, repair yourself, and prepare for another groundbreaking climb or task. So as you move into your careers and the rest of your lives, never take for granted what you have accomplished, the lives you've touched, and the difference you can make with your degree. If you doubt your power to effectuate change, remember Marian Wright Edelman's words that the small daily differences we make over time add up to big differences that we often cannot foresee. If you feel alone or uncertain about your path, rekindle the connections that you built or create new ones. And if you experience fear or doubt, remember the words of Audre Lorde. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Thank you, and congratulations again to the graduating class of 2022.